I bought 60 ounces of vintage silver bars and rounds at an auction. Let's get into the video. Hello everyone, Silverstruck here. Welcome to the Silverstruck channel. As I was saying in that intro, I ended up purchasing 60 ounces of vintage silver at an online auction. I do have all the lots out on the table. Ended up being four 10-ounce lots of rounds and one lot of 20 bars. So 60 ounces in total. Now these bars, everything came capsuled. There's some really neat bars in here. But I'm going to save that for another video. I have the labels, as you can see, turned down because there is information on the other side of these. So I have labels facing down, and we're going to go over these 40 ounces here of vintage rounds. Now, there was a reason for my purchase. Basically, I was able to pick all of this up for melt, with the exception of one lot that I got bid up on, and with good reason. And I'll show you what that round looks like and the reason why that lot was bid up. But the rest of this was at melt. So to be able to get this sort of vintage silver at melt, excellent score, very happy with it. And the rounds that I don't want out of these lots, I'll end up selling later on. Got to remember that a lot of local coin shops are now behind spot. So back of spot, $1, $1.50. I haven't heard anybody at $2 back of spot yet, but it's an interesting time because you can buy silver at melt, but to go and sell it, you're behind melt, so you have to wait for a little bit of appreciation if you want to move some silver. So I've been doing a lot of buying and selling and trading and all sorts of stuff going all over the place. So these 40 ounces here, each lot I bid on was because there was a specific round or two that I needed in that lot. So without further delay, we're here to see silver. I'm going to try to go through these lots as fast as I can. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on each one because the video would take forever. Just want to speed right through them. I'm going to start here with this first lot. I'll go as fast as I can with still showing each individual round here. So the first one up, United States of America, 200 years of liberty. Another nice round. 1984 World Trade. Now you're going to notice, I'm going to say that this ahead of time, that a ton of these rounds are eagle themed. A ton of them. So you'll notice that there's a lot of eagles. I don't know if this was part of a collection dump where somebody was into eagles. Some of us are into ships or other themes. But whoever had these rounds, definitely into mostly eagles. This is a really neat round, 1990. Of course, it has that eagle on it, so we know why whoever stacked this stacked it. Here's a Sunshine Silver round, 1988. I pretty much have all these. I'll have to check my 88s to see what's in better shape. Then we have this one. This is a modern round, 2005. Creek Nation of Indians. So put that kind of in a little bit of a modern pile there. Another A-mark. This one's 86. I have a complete collection of A-marks. Maybe we should do a pile. Oh, we'll do A-mark right over here. And then this one right here. There we have a Tri-State Refining round. This is very popular for collectors. And that brings us to the reason why I picked up this particular lot. You can see the reverse of it here. Sunshine Mining. Boom, 1997. Extremely difficult year to be able to get for Sunshine. If you guys are collectors out there, the mid to late 90s rounds are just impossible. And this one, if it even was on eBay, which it's not right now, would go for a heck of a premium, maybe 3-4 times spot. Very difficult round to get. So yes, I purchased a lot of 10 to get this 1 ounce. And the rest of these ounces, I could keep some of them, and don't care for others. But you know what? I'll put a specialty pile right here for those that are the rare rounds that I really needed to fill slots in a collection. So let's go on to the next lot of 10. The hole in the bag. Gotta love that. So this was the lot that went for a big premium. There are 2 rounds in here that are the driving force. I'm going to get right to those. And as you can see, this one right here is probably the biggest reason why this lot went for a premium. Here we have a Miststrike. And as we can see, this one is a Sunshine Minting. Would have been way cooler if it was a Sunshine Mining, but I'll take it. Sunshine Minting. And you can see it's a bad strike on a Blanchard. Can't believe this one left the factory that way, but this is really, really rare, hard to find, so excited to have this. Wrong size capsule, don't know what that's about, but I'll look into it. So, you know, we'll put this over here along with that 1997. And the next really rare round that's difficult to find, I did do a little bit of research on this because it was so interesting. So here we have that cap on the front, on the obverse, and as we flip this one over, you can see it's Viva Mexico 1985. And underneath that, you see that WW? That's Worldwide Mint. Worldwide Mint. And it's just a really neat round. I did some research. I think 85 might be a rare key date for these. I'm not entirely sure. I see a lot of 1982s. These guys made a series of rounds like this that spanned a number of years. So this one's definitely going to go in the premium pile, if you will. This lot was pretty interesting, and there was some familiar faces in here. We had, this was the only lot that had some prospectors, and I didn't mind picking up a handful of prospectors. These ones I probably won't sell. I'll probably keep these in the collection, just common years, 85, 86, 82. As you can see, the reverses here. So pretty neat. Got a big E reverse, obviously, and 2 eagles. So in the stack, those will probably go. What else was in here? This one is probably the most generic of generic. Somebody put a random buffalo round in the lot here. Just a generic buffalo round of no consequence in a weird capsule that doesn't even fit. So this one's definitely a melter. So that when spot goes up, that'll be the first one to go. Another one that I'm not entirely fond of here is another generic round that is no doubtedly just a, just plain back reverse generic round. Another melter. This one's neat though. I do like the National, the NC bars and rounds. This is my first round. As we look at the reverse on this one, you can see it's NC Product of the USA. And I love the reverse. So I'm not sure if this is a variety. Definitely will hold on to this one. I've never seen it, so it definitely has some interest. If anybody knows anything about the rounds that I point out in this video, please don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section. Oftentimes I show a lot of silver on my channel, and you guys chime in and know more than I do in many cases. So here we have another one right here, silver trade unit, and this one's just a kind of a standard everyday trade unit, so nothing horribly special with that one. So 2 more lots to go. Let's check this one out right here. See if we can find some more rare rounds. Let's see, this one that was moving around quite a bit. American Eagle. 1 troy ounce. This one's interesting. Expedition of Discovery. This one's 2005, so it's a modern round. Some of the modern rounds I'll probably not hold on to. This one I'll save. That's one of the reasons why I picked up this particular lot. I'll share that one in a moment. Here's another A-Mark. 1989, but this one's in really nice shape, so I'm going to definitely check that one against my my albums for condition. World Trade 82, vintage, nice shape. Seal the State of Alaska. So do some research on this round. Really interesting. I do like that one. Fraternal Order of the Eagles. This guy has to be like a Philadelphia Eagles fan or something, I'm telling you. The amount of birds on these rounds, just amazing. And here's a good one. So this lot was probably my favorite lot. Three rounds that I didn't mind having and or were rare. This one here is a 1992 Sunshine Mining, and these are much harder to find than the 90s and the 91s. The further you get into the 1990s, the more the rounds are really scarce for the Sunshine Mining. So even though I have a 92 already, I certainly don't mind having another 92 in the stack. So that one's a keeper. Going to use that for trade. So that brings me to these two rounds right here, which I'm super excited about. At least, yeah, this is the right one. So let's check out this one first. It's in the wrong size capsule. Here we have a 1983. It says the Silver Capital. Have some French on there as well. I'm not going to attempt that. As we flop it over, check that out. Sunshine Mining Reverse. So this is a type of Sunshine Mining round. It's a variety. I did check them out on eBay, so they go for a heck of a premium. So to get this for melt was fantastic. And I'm very happy to have this one into the collection. So we're going to add that into the more rare section. And this one too, this is a different variety of round that I like to collect from a certain genre here. We have some more French, 3/9's fine, got an eagle on it. And here we have the Helica Mining Company since 1891. So a Helica mining round, but a certain variety. This one's lesser seen as well. So really cool find. So that was a great lot of 10 where there's 3 rounds that are definite keepers in there. So that was nice to see. All right, I'm not sure if that round is from a different lot or one of these lots, but this is the last lot. I try to keep the video as short as I could, but I'm sorry if it's gone on a little bit longer. It's hard to get through 40 rounds here. King Store, another Alaska round. Very interesting. Heraldic Eagle. Double Eagle. Alright, this is probably why I picked up this lot of 10. Here we have a 1994 Sunshine Mining round in great condition. Very, very difficult to get. 94 is a year I did not have yet. My set had ended at 93, so I was able to add a 94 and a 97. So that is wonderful. So that is a keeper, and the biggest reason I went for that particular lot. That 94 round is no joke. Very difficult to get. Like I said, if silver price bumps up just a little bit, I'll be able to get rid of the rounds that I don't want. And also, if I decide to hold on to them at melt for the most part, they are just silver weight. Another A-Mark, 84. It's really nothing special, to be honest. The 84. Another A-Mark 87, though this one's in really good shape, so I'm going to have to check my 87 in the album. I have a complete date set of these, so I have all the dates for the A-Marks, 88 being the hardest date that I had to collect at the time. I was able to get that through a trade. 200 Years of Liberty. It's a pretty cool round. A little high relief looking in hand. This is a Silvertown. That's pretty neat. Probably just a generic round, though. I'll have to look this one up. And last round on the table is this one right here. How about we turn it the correct... There we go. So this one I also have to do a little bit of research with, but pretty interesting. So there you have it. 40 ounces of silver, mostly at melt. Very happy with my purchases. You guys should see the bars. I'm going to leave the 1 ounce silver bars for future guardhouse box videos. I collected 20 in one fell swoop, so that's almost enough to finish off one entire side of a guardhouse box. But for now, very happy with these purchases. I'll leave a pic at the end of this video with my my top picks for all of these rounds that I was able to get, the most rare of the group. And like I said, don't forget to leave me that comment in the comment section, especially if you know something about the rounds that I shared in this video. And as always, thank you so much for watching.